going back into the outer worlds. Last week we ran all over God's creation trying to get some cake so that Pravati could get laid. And then Pravati was like, I got to get some clothes because I don't know how to look pretty. And we were like, Pravati, you're a total babe. And she was like, no, we got to go to literally the most impossible place in the universe to buy me a dress. Which means now we got to move on with the story, because if I don't move on with the story, I can't gain access to the place that I didn't know I was going to be able to gain access to. But now I know I can, because Pravati's quest line is taking us there. So let's see what else we gotta do on Monarch. Don't forget ! Sub goal. The goal is 20 subscribers. Well, technically the goal is 24 subscribers. So the sub goal, for those of you who weren't here the other day when we mentioned it, every subscription I receive between now and December 31st is going to count as 1 hour, towards 1 hour of a superhero video game marathon that we're going to do in January to celebrate 2 years of stream, up to 24 hours. If we double it by some miracle of fate and get to 48, we're going to allow the subscribers to choose one game to be a subscribers only stream. This is just a fun little incentive to also inspire some channel growth. We're going to ditch the moonheads today, I think. All right. One second. Turned on some graphical tweaks that may have made my game run shitty. There we go. That's how it's supposed to run. Low vigor. All right, let's see what we got. So let's just check by monarchs. So we've got, that's our main quest. Speak with Nyoka at Stellar Bay. Phineas contacted the broker through a well-known monarch big game hunter named Nyoka. She frequents the yacht club in Stellar Bay. We've also got the secret people. Speak with Velma at the fishery. Oh, that's the, oh. There's more of a quest. Okay. The stainless steel rat. Investigate tossball betting. That's the corpse we found in the apartment. Check with Celia. Celia, who works with Sandra Dondi of the MSI building, should know about the status of Grimm's poster. That's the poster for the guy who greeted us. It's a tossball poster. Space Crime Continuum. Lilia Hagen has a lead on some expensive salvage. When the board abandoned Monarch, several factories and research facilities were left mostly intact. While the majority of these locations have previously been stripped of valuable resources, Sublight agents on Monarch recently discovered a hidden laboratory with a cache of Alta Vitae gas. Lily needs an independent captain to retrieve this salvage. That was the Sublight quest? Yes, because we found Fallbrook, and we could have went and talked to Malin, but we didn't have the code yet, because I didn't realize that was for that quest. The commuter? This is for the Iconoclasts. Get the printing press rollers, and then Graham wanted us to get some high-capacity cartridges so that they could record serials, and Carlotta wanted us to get, food and medicine. And then look for signs of Mr. Pickett. Now, this guy went to find a Manta Queen. That was a quest Parvati persuaded us to take because Mr. Pickett was from Edgewater. Let's start with... Let's start with that. Wait, is that... Wait. Wait, am I just right by where I need to be? Oh, shit. We're just right there. That's convenient. It's stealing.
Velma seem out of sorts to you? She's always cranky.
Jinkies, Velma's out of sorts.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
What are you talking about, Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Sounds important. Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
I'm still on that new headset adjustment period trying to make him comfy. Got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Well, give her Braxton's ID. He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick. Runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
Surely you can make them come back.
Not on Monarch. Sanjar threw out the old work mandates and penalties.
Okay. That's good, right?
Sure. Until your workers start making ridiculous demands.
I could talk to Caleb for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
All right. Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Never mind. Why can't you give him a pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Oh.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
Hey, Persuaded 55, you've already lost Braxton. Can you afford to lose Caleb's entire team?
I don't even want to think about that. Or how far behind Braxton's loss alone is going to put us. Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately.
Sorry, I'm saying go lives. Oh no. I thought you would say more. Who's this Catherine you mentioned when I first came in here?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
I'll talk to you later. And we leveled up off of that. Yeah, baby. Where do I want to put these points? Oh yeah, I gotta start moving these up individually now. Let's get Persuade up to 55. And then, what am I using more? Let's start moving handguns up. There we go. I'm a silver-tongued gunslinger, I guess. Alright. Did we accidentally complete that one? Inform Caleb the Velma will negotiate. Okay. Let's go talk to Caleb. Oh, I thought for sure I could make that.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies. Think they're watching the same serials, following the same
Oh, that's
toss-ball
Nyoka.
games?
Okay, let's remember that she's there. Hello, Caleb.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Why does everyone on this planet look like a hipster douchebag? Also, are my bots connected? Yes, we're good. Yeah, Captain Hawthorne are the unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
We need to talk about Velma. Oh, Phil. Oh. Hey, Phil.
Knock, knock is Knuckles.
Oh, knock, knock indeed. I wasn't expecting you to call me baby.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
What's up, Phil? I hear that today you had a lot of fun with Death Stranding, your new favorite game. I convinced Velma to see reason. She'll increase your pay.
How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be
Bye.
true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done.
Damn, that's a lot of experience.
Now, me and my friends here better get back
Damn,
to
that's a
work
lot of experience.
before Velma blows a fuse.
Money. Is that considered stealing? Yes. All right, so that crime, that quest is done. Nyoka was the main quest, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to her. Not getting the game is the most Kojima thing ever. It's true. In that case, I'm very Kojima. I keep debating it. I feel like I'm either going to think it's the greatest thing I ever laid my hands on or the biggest piece of garbage.
You
But it
don't
looks like
seem
none
to
of the
have a
reviewers can
reception.
make up their mind either.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy. I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
As soon as I get some helmets, we're gonna drop the moon masks. They're funny, they're cool, but you know, I need armor. Nyoka!
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Oh no. Keep listening.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Who are you?
Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
Her hair
You're also
is
the
pretty.
loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the Fair point. I deserve it, though. On account of being the best.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers. Said it wasn't safe to mix them.
Oh my god.
Out here, if you ain't a little
feel like
buzz,
she's a
you're
party
liable to
member.
Notice the stench of life. The grit in the air. The dust in every drink and the blood on every boot.
She's got to be a party member, right? Look how detailed she is. And I can't tell her I'm Hawthorne, which means the game will let me lie about who I am. Well, I'm Baggy. Are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta... you need to get out more.
Oh my god, yeah, I want her and Parvati in my
Partake.
party.
Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Sure, another round, bartender.
Outstanding.
Wow,
What
she
are you
just,
doing in
whoa,
this
she just went for it.
stranger?
I'm told you could help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Brass. Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats. Let's talk business.
Brass rats.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
What do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're
Caffeinoids.
very good.
Phineas had them.
I'm cut off for
Oh
them.
God, are they
On
caffeine
account of using one
steroids?
just about every
Oh
day.
God,
But
that's
I'm sure you got
terrible.
your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
All right, I'll be back. All right, we just have to get her drugs. Are those exits? Or are those... Okay.
Sounds like rat in here. Oh, it does work. I've also to cover up the saltiness.
Weird.
Hello, dearie.
Give
Why
my
don't
friend
we have
whatever
seen
she
you
needs.
before?
You got
If
it, Phil.
sweet cheeks
Anything
were
for you,
rose,
buddy.
I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Oh, no, you're crazy, too. Medical 30, I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
And we can't say it was her because we're cut off. The pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth
Oh,
chasing
shit.
away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Yeah, it's a real shame what some people will do. Yeah, that's just
Isn't
awful.
it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I don't know, Annie. You'll have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore,
Oh,
but
no.
with age comes
Do we like
experience,
Nyoka this
dearie.
much? I mean, I could just go upstairs and steal them. Am I more of an asshole if I steal her drugs? Or if I fuck her and then I steal her drugs? Whatever. Alright, Phil's on board. Let's bang this old woman for drugs, I guess.
Much as I'd love to.
Oh, her
my
arthritis
rheumatism
is fierce.
especially fierce
We have to get her
and I'll
drugs so
have
that
it
she'll
my
bang us
medicine.
so we can steal her
But I'd
drugs.
hate to send you away
It's a
empty-handed.
vicious cycle.
You were here for caffeinoid,
Oh.
weren't you? Who's it for?
Oh, shit. It's for Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
There must be some way I can increase Nyoka's allotment.
Well, I'm afraid not.
I have enough firearms. I
Dr.
feel like we can
Williams
increase that
managed
allotment.
The town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even
Oh.
I can't access them.
Upstairs is just a treasure trove of quest solutions. I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams.
She has
has
just given me
considered.
3 solutions to this quest. What supply room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
Fuck it.
Well, this certainly isn't worth my good health. I'll get you a dose, but
Yeah,
I'll have
we
you know,
intimidated this
I'm
old
very
woman.
disappointed in you. There, and good riddance. That's the last help you're getting from Abigail Edwards.
Oh, I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass. Anyways, bye. Alright, Nyoka, I tried to barter and then bang and then eventually just threatened an old woman. I gotta go after I found my favorite character. I just harassed this old woman for you, Phil. That's not how bottles
You're
work.
back. Good news? Bad news?
Yeah.
All of the above?
Yeah. I've got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Oh boy, she likes drugs. Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun.
It'd be good
You
to
like
her. She's my
hunting,
best
right?
friend.
That's fun.
I will protect her
A few more of us
with my
spelunker.
life, Phil.
Rotting River will take you into the mountain cavern.
I will save
We can
her.
discuss options when we get closer.
Untold
That
horrors.
said, 3
Yeah,
already
she's
a
my
crowd.
sixth.
I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Fuck you, Vicar. Get back on the ship.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
Yeah.
That's real honorable work, Nyoka.
So that's
Oh,
everyone.
No. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks,
All right, let's see what she's got going on. Yeah, she just comes with a damn chain gun and an axe. She's the best. Do I got some better armor for her? No, I don't. That's really good armor. Holy shit. Well, I got better helmets already. Let's give her that. I'm gonna go into settings and turn armor helmets back off. We'll give that to Parvati, and then I'm gonna put on that beefy ass gold helmet. Oh, that actually looks really cool. All right. Abilities. Let's see here. Increase your lie skill. Reduce the radius of footstep sounds. What's this? Melee damage, up armor, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Nyoka deals bonus damage to creatures, or it can increase her ability damage. Ooh. We'll take that. That sounds like a good way to go. I accept. And then her ability, Barrage. Nyoka uses her personally modified light machine gun to deal damage to her target and set enemies on fire? Wait a minute. Oh my god. I need you to stick with your ranged weapon. Thank you.
hire me because
And let's turn helmets off. There we go.
I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Oh my god. I will protect you with my life. All right. Let's see. So next we have to go to Devil's Peak, which is way out there. I wish I could just show like all my map locations so I could plot this out. Let's go to this one, I guess. What is this? I didn't spend my points. I got 10 points. I'm gonna get handguns and long guns up to 55. And then we'll put the rest into stealth. Yeah. And then I get a perk this turn too, and I'm into my tier 3 perks now. I can just take a flat 20% damage buff. Oh, whenever I'm affected by a harmful effect, I deal increased damage. You juice my carrying capacity. 10% armor rating, 100% skill bonus. Next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed crit. That's really good, actually. After killing an enemy, weapon sway and accuracy penalties are reduced to 0. Further increased damage dealt by science weapons. Deal more damage when under 25% health. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. When you use the inhaler, any downed companions are revived with a small amount of health. Yes! Definitely. Definitely taking that. All right. So let's see. We are doing the stainless steel rat. A man's been killed in a Stellar Bay apartment. It falls to you to figure out what happened to him. Victim had a betting slip from left field tossball betting. Perhaps someone there knows what happened to him. So we've got Nell. Yeah, we just got Nell. Sucks the game won't let me just run around on the rooftops. Oh, Nell's in here.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
I played for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Don't you recognize me?
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you?
Lie.
What are you doing on Monarch?
This is a part of our goodwill tour of Halcyon. We're meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
So who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay. You had another quest too, I believe. Excuse me.
If it isn't the famous hacker, enjoying Stellar Bay. What can I do for you?
You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okay. Maybe that's not a quest. Alright, let's go beat up some hooligans. Hello, hooligans. I'm here to beat you up with my scythe. Yes. Hooligans.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together. Gotta be something.
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret. I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
I love Parvati. Anything tries to eat us, I'ma punch it. She's the best. She's so wholesome.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
My alley now, bitch.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You've bullied people long enough. If you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
That was easy. Nope, still marked as stealing. Still marked as stealing. We're a jerk, but we're not a thief. Oh.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
Oh no.
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
That's very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
I'm just looking for the information broker.
Out at Devil's Peak? If you're headed that far, I see you've brought the right woman for the job.
Damn right.
But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
It could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional, erotic, and athletic disappointments.
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
What exactly are you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Oh. Oops.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
You do seem to have a bit of a Raptidon problem.
And a Mantisaur problem. And a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
No, that sounds good, actually. The Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Once you had the Bolt 52, what's the other part of your plan?
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Oh. Guess I'll go get your Bolt 52.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Interesting. Before I go, I need to ask you about something.
What can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligan friends. I ran them out of town.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually.
Of course you would have.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
I met Grim, the landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
I have questions about MSI in the good old days.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
How did MSI get kicked off the board in the first place?
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Do you mean that you initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
Terra 1 and Terra 2, I see the board put their best people on that one.
Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
But not MSI, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
How forward-thinking of you.
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Here, here. That may not be the way the colony works, but it damn well oughta.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
I take it your leadership didn't embrace your ideas.
No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2, along with everyone else.
Yet here you are.
Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of, was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
That's low even for them.
I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Why exactly do you want back on the board?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our homes.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
Oh no. I was trying to adjust my microphone to be more comfortable, and instead I made things awkward and bad. I gotta fine-tune where my mic's located now that I rearranged my desk a little bit. There we go. Let's try it like that for a little bit. They treated you pretty roughly. Is it worth going back to that?
I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Leverage?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes, it'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52.
Oh no,
My
what are you
hope
gonna
is to
do?
maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
Oh no. What's the hazard clause?
It's straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
Well, I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments.
And they invoked it on Monarch.
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
You don't seem to think much of Graham.
He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
They sound pretty bad.
It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
What can I do for you?
Alright. So that's the, oh no, that's not even the main quest. Let's see. Oh, check with Celia. Yeah, Celia, tell me about the poster.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
What was that exchange about? You having money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience.
Whoa.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
so I can talk to him, of course.
Oh.
He doesn't get going about much else.
Oh.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the
Oh, no.
strong, silent type.
There we go.
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Oh, really? Maybe I can talk. Oh, just ask him on a date. Just use your words.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
Ask Sebastian on a date
Oh,
for Celia.
Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Oh, wait, I have to ask you about a poster. Wait, I'm curious. What do you see in Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet
Is that the
intensity,
guy hanging
you know?
around
Like
outside
there's stuff going
the
on
bar?
inside his head that you have no idea about. Kind of like you, actually.
Oh, no.
Plus, he's got great legs.
Oh.
It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
It's true. Even Brock Lesnar skimps on those. You really want to be with someone you can't talk to?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away. Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
Graham asked me to check with you about his toss ball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask.
Oh.
She's in the warehouse. But
Velma.
I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
All right. Let's go talk to Velma about that
Did
poster.
you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools
Sorry,
try
ladies.
to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
Oh my god, I can't believe Phil is missing all this.
Rat musk. Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Nice.
We spat in your spirits, Velma.
You notice my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
Ooh!
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind.
Bop!
I just might find it funnier.
Bop's here.
You try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition.
How are you today,
Anyway,
Miss Denose?
What do you folks need?
I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it.
Oh!
So now it's going to Nell.
Oh no.
That about cover it?
Oh no. Who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
So it's about the money.
Damn right it is.
You still have the poster, right?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
You're just giving Grimm's poster away. Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Surely we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
What's Nell offering? Help me out here. I found Braxton, didn't I?
Fair enough. The damn thing's
Yay!
been a headache anyway.
I did an earlier quest and now
Take
she
the
likes
poster
me.
Then.
You like to
And
be
if I
friends
never
with
hear
Velma?
another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
Nope. No, you want to be friends with Nyoka. Nyoka. Nyoka is great so far. Do you have anything to say?
What's up?
I'm sure you have all manner of hunting stories. Tell me one.
I took a job once to clear out a rap nest. Partnered up with a fellow out of Fallbrook who called himself Dirty Don. Bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. a pleasantness that didn't invade your space. He was just there, and you were glad for it.
So why was he called Dirty Don?
When we set out to hunt down the Raptidons, I found out firsthand where his nickname came from. Dirty Don killed those Raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury. In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen raps. If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was glorious.
What happened to him? He's still out there tearing up the wildlife?
Day came when he tried to take on a mannequin. Got himself eaten one limb at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap. Oh well, live and learn. No matter how tough you are, if you're gonna fight something bigger than you, bring a firearm.
Yeah, that was worth the story. That was good. Alright, let's go give this knucklehead his poster.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
You know you really are a little too persistent about this.
Sorry, I just get so excited, and I always feel like I miss everything that happens in town while I'm up here.
Here it is.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week.
Oh, thank you.
And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Here's some money and a weapon. Yeah, I don't think the game's going to let me date Dirty Dan, unfortunately. 113. And poison damage. Interesting. I'll put that sword on there, actually. Alright. Ooh, my reputation is increased. What's my reputation with him right now? Character reputation. Agreeable. Nice. Neutral with everyone else. Still agreeable with Auntie Cleo, despite the fact that I pissed her off. Or no, that was a different auntie. So many aunties. The deserters and Spacer's Choice love me though. And Groundbreaker's friendly with me. Nice. Alright, what's up next? Oh yeah, let's go talk to Sebastian. And that should be all we have to do here in town. We can start moving on to some of the quests outside of town.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here.
Oh yeah, Sebastian. This guy.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Let's talk about Celia. How do I feel about Nyoka?
I haven't seen her in a few days.
I just got her.
I've been meaning to ask her how that
I
rapid
literally
acid
just
is
got her.
working out. I hope it's working
half an
okay,
hour ago.
because no one else
So-
really seems
but
interested
she's
in this stuff.
great. Also, hi, Tiny. Would you consider going on a date with Celia?
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
You smooted her.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit. On account of no one else having any use
No,
for
no, no, no,
Raptidon
no, no.
tongues.
She doesn't want a discount. That's the wrong D. You're thinking of a different D. She wants the other D. She wants the other D, Sebastian. Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Do I only have 700
Give
bits
yourself
on
a
me?
chance. Take
Where's
her
all my
someplace
money?
nice.
Okay.
Oh, right, I bought that
Once your
cake.
shift ends, we'll go someplace nice.
Casserole? The casserole.
Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian.
Don't go to
Be
Chef
yourself.
Raymond's. He's a dick.
Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
I want what you want, Parvati. No, I have like 4,000 bits. Why am I only offering people like 600 bits? I'm a cheap ass. What? Celia, he is across the damn breezeway. Just talk to him. Oh my god, you are hopeless.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he'll go on a date with you. He checked yes on this note I passed him.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it?
Oh my god.
Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
Parvati is such a cutie. Literally broke my heart when I started helping her win someone else's heart. You know what? No, it didn't break mine. Because if Parvati is happy, I'm happy. I will do whatever it takes to protect Parvati and get her laid. She is a precious snowflake, and I will protect her. I don't actually think you can romance any companions, and I'm really bitter about it. That does suck. That is weird, but I'm okay with it. Like, it's already bordering on, like, too much like Mass Effect in terms of companion interactions, so if I was also, like, trying to bang my companions, like, you know, because a lot of my Mass Effect playthroughs are like, all right, I'm going to, like, structure the entire mission around the best way to get you in bed. Just don't ask him for any discounts, Celia.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon.
Oh, God.
Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look.
We just put
Anyhow,
Sebastian out of business.
Thank you.
Thanks. And she paid me.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, it can do that?
All it takes is a little bit of black powder next to a lot of bits of fertilizer and one real hot day, and I've seen it happen.
I don't know what's more unsettling. The concept of my ammunition spontaneously combusting, or the fact that this is the kind of thing you think about on the regular.
Felix and Ellie are still my favorites, and I would let either of them do whatever they wanted to do to me. Oh. Tiny, what do you, this is a Christian Minecraft server here. I'm gonna need you to rope that in. I'm gonna need you to reel that in. Roll that back a little bit. Right. We gotta go do some murdering because I gotta get Nyoka some armor. Actually, her current armor is actually pretty good. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I don't have any junk to sell. I did. And do I have any weapons I want to sell? Yeah, that's not worth it. And I don't need that. And I don't need that. And that's cool, but I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. No, it's not. But if you wanted to make a Christian Minecraft server, hit me up. I can't think of anything more off-brand for me than hosting my own Christian Minecraft server. Can I sort these by weight? I can. Well, I think it's heavy. Is that right? Yeah. Well, what am I wearing right now? Oh, I'm wearing the same thing. But better. Yes, let's just, actually break that down for armor parts. And I got a mod! I'm gonna break that down for armor parts too. But I'm gonna keep the top hat, because it's a nice hat. What meds? Oh, this is by. Oh, boy, I was about to make a mistake. Meds. Sort by weight. Yeah, I guess 52 Raptidon meats would kind of add up after a bit, huh? Yeah, it's fine. I think there was a workbench There was a workbench in the warehouse. Where's Velma? Yes. Yes.
I
No.
don't want to.
Wait,
think
where is
about
it?
Eaten by
I got the prompt.
Hey, Velma. I got
There
some
we go.
capital bills.
Let's see what mods I can install. Fun Times Barrel. Crit damage up. Yes. Let's see. I could change it to plasma. I can increase the mag size. That would actually probably be very useful because it's an assault rifle. I can change the shot. Let's buff that mag size. And then... Oh, no, that goes down. There's something that goes down? Oh, no, the spread. Oh, no, that's what we want. We want that. We want spread to go down. Perfect. Perfect. And... yeah, that's good right now. Good with that being plasma. Current mods and extendo set. We're going to keep the extendo set because I want it to be scoped. But what about my armor? Oh, I've already got stuff in my armor. So probably... I got a hunter kit in here right now. I'm good with that. That's a nightingale step. That's toughened, which gives me physical armor rating 3. Well, that's a better toughened, though. There we go. Wait, when the fuck did I get that? Wait, is that what Pravati's wearing right now? Yeah, that's what Pravati's wearing right now. Wait, so do I have like all their weapons in? I do, because that's what Pravati's carrying. Oh, I don't want to tinker. Actually, I do want to tinker with... Nope, that costs way too much. Yeah, I want to get this up a little bit. $306, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm real good with that. Spend money to make things gooder. Let's just go ahead and repair everything. And let's see. No. Modify. There we go. Yeah. Let's put some mods on these so that they are beefier. Yeah. Yeah, improved magnum size? Improved magazine size on a light machine gun? Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, right. So the cleaver is what is the weapon Nyoka has. So let's give her attack speed up. Did you get the experiment gun from the weirdo scientist from Roseway? Not yet. I got the shrink gun, but I haven't got that one yet. We'll put... Oh, that's already installed. And then for the scepter thing that Pravati has, we'll give her attack speed and Mr. Ouch. Just so I can start clearing out some of these mods. Okay.
Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing.
Oh, I guess I should...
Don't
Oh, wait,
know.
I don't think I can mod that because it's like a legendary or named or whatever. Yeah. Because it's already boss. Alright.
Longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real...
Have you considered actually sleeping instead of just constantly getting high on caffeine steroids? Just a thought. Info files. Fish tank 23 air looking a little lumpy. If you're not going to make it in, that's fine, but you have to let me know so I can stay on top of the doses. Oh, that's to the guy that died. Mr. Nandi, we really need to talk about the Saltuna situation. I had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because we're not finding buyers. I know the situation with the board puts us in a tough spot, but we need to start thinking about how we're going to keep Stellar Bay afloat if we can't get sales up. Mind your business? No! Seriously, where are you? You missed 3 shifts. Let people store things if they want. Oh, right. This is where we could have come up and stole the poster instead of being like, just give me the poster. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, wow, that's a very hard to get to, like, single healing item game. What's in here?
Poor Braxton. Just when I thought things...
What a weirdly nice room. Oh. A toilet! Let people snort things. You're just telling me that because I called Matt out on snorting his sun bath or whatever. Wow, this is not what I expected to find out
I
here.
wouldn't mind smelling like Saltuna if we could sell more.
Hang on, I have to know. Oh, it won't let me jump in! Aw, game. I feel like being evil for a minute. I just
Let's go! Damn, but we're good.
Okay. I just wanted to be evil for a minute. Nothing unusual here, sir. Alright, what do we got? Let's see. Quest type by region. So the passcode, which is... What is it? It's out here. Really? Okay. The commuter, which is right there. The bolt, which is also right there in the ruins. We can probably knock those both out. And then Mr. Pickett is way over there, so yeah. Let's start with that passcode, which is evidently just right there. Is it literally right here? Wait a minute. Wait, yo, for real? Oh, shit. Hey, what's up, buddy? Well, shit, that was easy. Oh. Okay, so we have to take that to meet with Catherine. So before we go do that, wow, I didn't expect to just be there. All right, so we have to go into the ruins. That's south. We want to go to the ruins north. Gotcha. Let's go to the north entrance then. Don't mind us.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
Velma's always out of sorts. She just killed an old man and peeled his face off. She thought it was a mask. Okay. Blood and revenge are hammering in his head. Titus Androidicus. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Can we talk?
Yes, Nyoka.
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
Anything.
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine.
You got it.
Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed. And I could use the help.
Phil told me to protect you, and I will protect you. Well, I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Darkwing Duck? I'm honored you're asking, and I'm thrilled to accept. What can I do?
Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
What do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I'd buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury.
And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems.
Close to finishing our quest too.
Trouble
It's
is,
difficult.
a mannequin showed up.
It's
and kicked us all
difficile!
out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Speaking of, can we talk about how easy Felix's quest was? I haven't done his quest. Is it easy? I'm assuming it's just something on Groundbreaker. I came out here because I was like tied up in Parvati's quest. And then she was like, we got to go to this impossible to get to place in order to buy me a dress. And I'm like, well, shit, I guess I know where the plot's going now. And then I was like, so as long as I'm out here, I'm going to just go ahead and knock out Monarch real quick. We're going to have to kill a Mantiqueen? I've already killed 2.
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
So where does that one? And I got to do yeah. So where are the graves? Okay. It's like 2 steps long? Might have to knock that out real quick tonight then. Let's go ahead and knock out shit, sort by region. Where is it? This one. Or no. Wait. Which one are we doing? Oh yeah, we were doing this one. We already got the password. Yeah, we gotta go north and get excuse me. Ooh. Carlotta. No. This one. We gotta go to the arms storage in the north side of the ruins. Still have not finished Parvati's or
Good old
Max's.
Stellar Bay.
Where are you on
Only place on the
Parvati's?
planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon
Where?
the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off.
Impress me! I'm impressed! Marry me!
I am a skull! Don't mess with us.
I love you. She's fucking dope. Phil was here long enough to see me get her and fell in love with her, but then he was like, we're going to go stream. I don't even know what he's streaming tonight. Let's take a moment and see what Phil's playing tonight, everybody. So we can talk shit about him while he's streaming. Oh, wow. Matt, if you can hear me, that joke in Discord. Sir. Sir. The hell is he playing? Wait a minute. I seriously gotta see what Phil's playing now. I need to get her clothes for some fucking reason? Yeah, I know! I was like, you look fucking adorable! Oh, he's playing Indivisible!
Oh, that's where I originally entered.
Hey Phil, you're on my stream. We just stopped in to talk shit about you. Also, Nyoka is amazing, and you were
you
missing
guys
out.
seem
Okay, back
friendly.
to Outer Worlds now. All right, here we go. Yeah, like she looks fucking dope in her overalls. Like I honestly hate having her in the armor because she looks fucking awesome. Excuse me. Can she, her body, she looks fucking so good in her like default costume that I hate putting her in armor. Anything else? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Oh, you are the best, Nyoka. Gotta get all that Raptidon, mate. Delicious, delicious Raptidon, mate. But it's like where she said that we have to go, because she's like, we gotta go to Byzantium to get me some fancy clothes because of a thing I saw on the TV. And it's like, that is literally where they send people to die. That is the retirement home here. They all look good in their clothes. Yeah. Well, I finally put them in other shit because, like, their default clothes look awesome, but the armor's kind of trash. Wait, can I tinker those? Ooh. Oh, we might have to go back to the ship in a minute. Because I put all their default clothes in my bin on the ship to conserve weight. But if I could tinker those and get them up, I mean, fucking hype, you know? Oh yeah, when you die and your companions are like, no, and they're crying, it's great.
Shreds, you say?
Do it! I see you now. God, I love you, I did just take an ability, actually.
That's the last of them.
I took a tier 3 perk that if I have a downed companion and I use my inhaler, they revive with health. Like a small amount of health. Which I thought was great, because I have had a few times where it's like my companions have dropped and I need them to not be dropped.
Got it. Heads down.
That's right, heads down. Sneak attack critical. Damn, that almost one-shot it.
Don't
Ooh!
mess with us.
Did you guys see him fly? Oh my god. It's hard to have the one detail I love about this game conversation because I can't stress enough just how amazing this game is. Like, I'm really enjoying this. Optional arms build. Oh, I can just pop it open. We're here. Give me your guns. Now, I was asked to wipe any incriminating information from computers, which tells me it's gonna be juicy. What we got here? Money. 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 Bullets. Money. Money. A hat that I should have broke down because it was garbage. View executive reviews. Accessing loading last access document. Executive review for Sandra Nandi. Sandra has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, and or taglines. Presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Sanjar also displays a noted tendency to complete work rather than delegating it, a trend unbecoming in upper management. All in all, Sanjar's work habits suggest a preoccupation with details and a startling lack of vision. We cannot recommend him for further advancement. Needs improvement in the following areas: interpersonal communication, brevity, delegation, idea generation. I love how they make it really easy to get through buildings without getting stuck 1,000 times on your way out. Like there's always an easy out. Your markers are clear. Yes. Ooh. This one is red, right? Yes. Graham Bryant. Oh, restricted file. Well, I mean, oops, hacked it. Graham's understanding of product messaging and branding is impressive, especially for a relatively low-level editor. Has a knack for memorable slogans and taglines. However, Graham has issues with brevity and shows consistent disregard for prescribed fonts and formats. Some of his work has been flagged for subversive undertones. Graham uses Comic Sans. Dora Erickson. Dora shows a real knack for brief but compelling presentations supported by catchy slogans. Her delegation skills are also top-notch. She can build a lengthy meeting around any topic and emerge with plenty of work assigned. So I think I see what's going to happen here. If I don't delete this, Dora is going to wind up running the planet when we solve this. But if I delete this, they're going to put Sanjar in charge. And Sanjar sounds like the only one here who actually is like good at his job. Yep. There we go. Like, Sanjar kind of comes across like maybe he's hiding something. But that report indicates that maybe he's just really good at his job. I've already checked these. Yeah, I see that red marker. Yeah, there's some bullshit in there, isn't there? Money. Okay, the money and bullets strewn about everywhere tells a story. That story is some bullshit happened here. Glad I jacked up my hack early on in the game. Let's break down that helmet. And we can break down that machine gun. I've already got 2 better ones.
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots?
I don't think they figured that out yet. Who are you?
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Manta Queen showed up. Then Raptidon. It was a void-blasted mess.
I was told to look for you
I
by
ran
somebody.
in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help?
You got locked in? How?
It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
Well, I need to get in that room.
Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
There must be a way to open it from the inside.
What do you mean? It's locked.
Right, but okay, let's try the handle. Turn it upward and...
Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked!
Oh, I should shoot you.
Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh?
Oh, yeah, you're an iconoclast.
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
You sure you're okay to travel?
Oh, sure.
I do
I'm
have
a
an
runner.
attack
I'm
option.
used to
I
getting
love
all
that.
dizzy.
Oh,
and-
let's go. Whoa.
Hey, who's your identical
Whoa.
blurry friend?
Hold up. What's going on with my... Whoa. Why am I in the red? Whoa. We're going to give this a minute to... There we go. I think we're good. That was weird. That was my internet taking a shit for a minute. Okay, we're going to keep an eye on that. I think we're good, though. Normally when you help someone, they give you something for the trouble.
What? I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
There we go. Put in a good word for me with the iconoclast, and we'll call it even.
Can do.
You know what? I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to be a good guy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's sort of... All right. Good luck.
Thanks a lot, mister.
Yay! And I leveled up off that. So, go ahead and persuade up to 60. And where do I want to put those other 5 points? You know what? Leadership. Let's start getting leadership up. There we go. All right, what's in here? Mag pick, bolt cartridge, stuff, trash. I don't know, the flamethrower looked pretty good, but the range on it is not great, so there we go. And there we go. There's just so much money strewn around here, it's very alarming. Anything on the roof? I feel like there's got to be something up here if they gave me a ladder, right? I gotta get going. I haven't eaten all day and I have some other stuff to do tonight. I'll talk to you later, but have fun. That means she's leaving us for a cupcake, you guys. Tiny was like, I don't want to hang out with my friends. I want to eat cupcakes. Ugh. God, I ring below a cupcake. You guys believe that? Alright, maybe there's nothing up here then. Oh no. Oh no. We're fine. Everything is fine.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
Alright, so let's go,
To live here. Do you suppose anyone remembers anymore?
Not eat anything all day, are you nuts? I don't need a migraine this time. Alright, let's go turn in that bolt to Sanjar and see what happens.
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out there, even back when there were roads. I protected them from raps and the like.
Oh gosh. And here I was jawing about how I was watching your back. I'm probably more like to get in your way.
Everyone needs someone watching after them. Even me. Even...
We're gonna turn that in and
even
we'll
if
pop
I
back
am
to the
keen to
ship
admit
and
it
I want to see about tinkering that armor, 'cause I do really just want my companions in their default gear. It looks so much better. It really does. While this is loading, don't forget, guys, I will be on True Gaming's channel tomorrow night starting at midnight for a Super Smash Brothers stream from midnight to 4 a.m. They're doing a marathon stream all weekend long supporting Blue Star Service Dogs, an organization that rescues shelter dogs and trains them to be service dogs for veterans with PTSD. They'll be streaming all weekend. We will definitely be raiding into them when the night wraps up in order to show some support for that charity. They raised enough money last year to train, I think it was 2 dogs? So this is a big
You all got
week
different
for them.
Saltuna here on
Or
Monarch.
big event for them.
Ain't that neat?
Be careful with your new friends in Amber Heights. They're not the most reliable types. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I found your review on a terminal in the arms building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
You could have told me what was on that terminal.
Yes, but then you would have known. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney.
I'm sorry,
and for
what?
years, I was a joke to them.
Your left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
Who cares what they think? You're in charge now.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
And you made it work. That's more than anyone can say for those execs.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Yep, here's the Bolt 4052, and I deleted that data for you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Phone.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
I broke my phone case at work today, by the way. So I had to go back to this big one, but I just want to show this off. Like, I just had this like little kind of flimsy phone case, and I dropped it on the side, and like that just shattered. But phone's fine. So case did its job. Although it sucks because now I need to buy a new phone case. I've got it in an old one right now, but it's like way bigger than I'm used to. It's actually a little more comfortable in my hands. I've forgotten about that, but so every time I pick it up to like check it or hear it vibrate, it just drops. Anyways, you made it sound like you were sending me after a weapon.
But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think, but rather with meticulous documentation. And the bill of liquidation/transfer form 52
Oh my God, he sent me to get a document!
One false stroke can invalidate the entire document.
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
Oh my God. What does the Bolt 52 do exactly?
For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Yes, finally the board will get their comeuppance.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
Oh.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
No. I can get behind that.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Oh. Sanjar, you sly dog.
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
I know how to make people talk.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Close enough.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
All right. So next up, we have to follow up with Catherine. Sanjar believes Catherine would know where the other corporation is operating. I've also got to talk with Catherine about the missing passcode. And I got to speak with the information. Where's that one again? Let's just hide all those. Where's Radio Free Monarch again? Okay, so that one's out there. And Pickett's out there. I think the next closest one was actually the companion quest, which is not. Oh no, it's not. It's way out there. What's that? No. Oh, that's a vending machine. Okay. That green is a vending machine. Never mind. So it looks like Catherine is our next best bet. Where's Carlotta? Actually, no. Carlotta is our next best bet. Let's go talk to Carlotta. No. No. Let's go to the unreliable, because I got some gear to look at. Nope. Nope.
Remember, items in the hold may shift during takeoffs and landings.
Yep. Whoops. Transfer. What did I just pick up? Shock stick. Let's just, I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, let's just store everything for now. I'll keep that assault rifle in case I decide I need it, though. Store all those. 9. That can get broke down. And I'm gonna keep that for right now. So those are Parvati's overalls. Let's take those. Take that. Okay. Take that too, because I think I might need that. Let's go take a look at that gear. Oh! Whoops. Let's see. So Ellie, Ellie's got some perks I can spend, but yeah. When Ellie's in the party, any damage that can kill you instead heals a small amount of health. Yeah, that sounds good. I haven't even taken Sam out yet. I really should just take him out for a test drive at least. Increase intimidate skill. Increase ranged weaponry. Increases ability damage. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Let's see now. Tinker. Yes, it's 7 right now. Let's see what I can get this up to. If I can get it up to like 20? Oh, that's gonna get expensive. But it's better. So it's good. So yeah. It's 26. 29. We at least put a helmet on her for that damage. We can't see it, so it doesn't matter. And with the Vicar, we're going to put that back on. And yeah. 26. 26, yeah. Nyoka. I'm good with. Felix. That's 19. So we'll go 26. Ellie. That is 19. And that's also 19, so I'm good with that. Yeah, I can leave their helmets off. We'll just give them some decent armor. Decent gear. Whatever. And then as far as I go, let's see, so that's 31. I kind of want to keep him medium armor, though. Medium armor seems better suited for my build. So I think we're good. For some reason, I feel like E should be to open that, not to like, you know? Alright, just store all those. Yeah. We're going to just store all those for now. Health items. Those don't weigh anything. I'll keep those on me. See if I can get Felix's quest.
Good to see you, boss.
Yep. Nope. We're gonna have to go back to Groundbreaker and see about getting Felix's quest. Hey, Nyoka.
Hey, Cap.
Getting along with the crew?
Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. She's a smart one, you know. Opal was quiet in the same way. She'd hang back, out of sight, then all of a sudden pop in with a bit of wisdom out of nowhere. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
I'm not pushy. Talk when you're ready.
I will.
Okay. Ellie, anything new to say?
Watch your step on Monarch. It's not just the monsters and sulfur pits you gotta look out for. I admire your grit, but some wounds don't heal. And I say that as someone who's plugged a few severed aortas.
What are you talking about?
Ginger Chops and the Pencil Pusher. By all accounts, Sanjar and Graham have been at each other's throats for years. Digging into their personal history isn't gonna change anything.
And what would you have me do?
Honestly, stay out of it. We've got our own problems to deal with.
I appreciate the candor, but I'll handle this as I see fit.
Sure. Just consider this a little free medical advice for your mental health. Anything else?
Never mind, let's go. Alright. And that's the Vicar's room. So this is gonna be... No, this is Felix's room. So wait, where's Nyoka at? Is this her room? Oh yeah, this is... No, this is... Photo of Parvati's father. Aw. The modern steel wrench in you. I think I looked in this one already. Banged up toolbox. Yeah, first wrench. So that's... Oh yeah, this is Nyoka's room. A Raptidon named Frida. Nyoka has scrawled the name Frida into this otherwise pristinely preserved Raptidon head. Encased trip blade. Strike with this and you'll feel it going up your arms and into your shoulders. Never once let me down. Nyoka. Oh, and she's got a room full of booze. Anatomy poster. This is my dartboard. Vulnerable spots are extra parts. Vulnerable. I tripped over that one, huh? Booze. So wait, do we have anything new in here? No. What about the Vicar's room? Index of banned literature. I think we looked at that before. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Yeah, there's not really anything that's changed. Alright. With that in mind. Where was Pickett? He was way up there. So yeah, Carlotta is who we need to talk to next. Well, there's warp here. And yeah, Nyoka and Parvati. Faux windows. Order now. Add beauty and verisimilitude to your frontier house. Alright. So where am I going? Over here? Oh. Choose this vending machine real quick. There we go. I love that. It's absolute shit. So wait, was this the, did I open this somewhere? No, sealed. Because this was where I came to find the Raptidon nonsense, or whatever. Mr. Magpick. Yeah. because the iconoclasts are up that way, and I came here because they had the guy who came to flip the thing, and he died. But I never actually found his body. Okay. Bayside Terrace Warehouse. Niles. Wait, you're named.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
Oh. What's going on here?
We're fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you?
I'm supposed to meet someone here, that's what.
Right. Carlotta. Yeah, she's inside. We got first rights, though. Soon as we fix that generator, she's ours.
Why are you after her?
You'd have to ask the boss. I just know she wants Carlotta voided.
Uh-oh. I need to get inside.
And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
You're here for Carlotta, I get it. I'll offer, you get paid, we all go home with a win. Oh, I'm here to investigate reports of a mantis worm infestation. That sounds fun.
Oh, of all the void damned. I ain't getting eaten alive for a couple of bits. Pack it up, crew.
Nice. Later. Oh, what's in here is the same building where they had the same building from the deserters. It's just the same model they used. UDL sulfur safe power generation system. Reactor status unstable, corrosive gas levels critical, gas vents closed. I don't have high enough hack. Stumbled on ultra, you say?
Gosh, that's clever.
Nice. Less nice. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Okay. I feel like I had something I could use that would get my hack up a bit, but that's fine. Locked.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
You have them talk about our salvation through the order of scientific inquiry. Relax, the sublight squad is gone.
Relax. I've been cooped up in here for almost 2 days. Who are you, anyway?
Graham sent me to collect supplies.
Oh, finally. Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Hey, you.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you.
I lied.
Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
All right. And, oh, here we go. Why did Sandra ban you from working with the iconoclasts?
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested.
Why have you been helping Graham?
It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. But I respect the iconoclasts for doing it.
Where will they get their supplies now?
Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
Oh. Zora suggested extra food and medicine.
I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along.
It's a shame the game won't
Give
let
them
me
all
also
my
like just
regards.
pay for the other stuff.
And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
You got it. Ooh, you look expensive. Hey, another one of those assault rifles. Assault rifles? I can't talk tonight, you guys. It's bad. It's real bad. Bullets! I'll just break that down. Take that. Money. Helmet. Drugs. Drugs! So many drugs. Plasma carbon. I wonder if that's any good, actually. Let's take a look. I think I had one, and man, 156. Uses energy weapon. That's probably I'm sitting on a decent supply of energy ammo. 629. The current one I've got is also 629. I've got like 3 of those, so I'm gonna break that one down. Got a Mag 2 power. Nice. 289. That might be worth holding on to. 276. That is definitely worth holding on to. At 124, that is getting broken down. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break that down. At 289, yeah, I might be able to spiff that up. That'd probably be a good replacement for my blazer. Almost missed all this stuff. Anything else? Nope. Let's sell the junk we got. Oh yeah. Let's see. That's 31. That's 21. That's garbage. Break down. 14. Garbage. What's the condition on this? 99. That's fine. Oh, almost missed that. It's empty. And I think that's all we got out here until I can come out and vent that gas. But I need a higher hack skill. What do I have on me for consumables? Nope. 200% natural health regen for 2 minutes. Natural health regen, natural health regen. I got a lot of natural health regen stuff. Base health plus 25%. Should really consider putting those in my inhaler for as little as I'm using them. Base health, recharge. Mind attributes plus 1. What do we got? Body attributes plus 1. Body. Companion ability cooldown reduction. Body attributes, weapon sway, nonsense. Base health, health regen, crit damage. Cooldown, speed up, recharge. I just need something that'll buff my hack ability. Like, I don't even know if there's an item like that exists in the game, to be honest with you. But I'm assuming there is. There usually is. Base health. Mind attributes. Like, I wonder if I just, like, load this up with mind attributes and take a whiff of my inhaler. Like, do I get beefy? I'm really thinking about just dropping a save and seeing what happens if I do that. Yeah. So let's see. Hack is I'm assuming a mind attribute? Words are hard. Thinking no good. really regret taking that concussion thing. So yeah, my hack is 42. I don't know that this is how abilities work in this game, but we're gonna find out. So it's a mind, so I need mind ups. Oh, so I can only put 2 in there. So yeah, let's just drop 2 mind up items in there. And we'll run down here. We'll get juiced. Nope. Nope, that's not how things work in this game. Yeah. Oh well. We'll just go ahead and load, so I don't have to figure all that shit out again. I do like the idea of swapping out. Let's see. So what do I even have in my inhaler right now? Ability cooldown, base health. Yeah, I'm gonna actually swap. Well, I'm gonna keep the Raptor on me, but instead of the companion cooldown, I'm gonna throw that in there because that'll double my natural health regen. So I'll get 25% health over 2 seconds, but then I'll also get double natural health regen for 2 minutes, which will really help me. All right. We're supposed to go talk to Graham next. Go talk to Graham in Amber Heights.
I ought to mention, the Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Noted. Thank you. How terrifying. Alright, which way are we supposed to go? This way. Alright. Graham is upstairs.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back, Captain.
I'm gonna have to choose a side here, aren't I? I got your rollers. Who are the Van Noys?
They're hunters. Badass ones at that. Hope they're all right.
They're our best unit, and now they're missing in action.
And we'll continue that discussion later.
I got your rollers. The rest of your account went to food and medicine.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
She isn't. Sanjar has declared a stop sale on goods to the Iconoclasts.
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
Time to fix up the printing press then? Actually, let me ask you something about spreading the truth.
Yes?
Even if we clean up the press, how will you get the magazines to Terra 2?
Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. For their standard fee, of course. They'll replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board's workers will learn of our truth without even realizing it.
What exactly are you going to put in these magazines?
A subtle lesson here, a word about the eternal there. In small ways, I hope to bend the public's mind towards seeing the truth.
Why go through all this trouble? What are you trying to accomplish?
The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves to their companies, to their society, to their own minds. Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, Indeed, from the very rules of man, one can find their own truth. And, through that, the cosmic truth that binds us all. The eternal truth.
Oh, boy. Right, back to the mission.
Certainly.
What's next?
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The hell's the sense in recruiting if you're just gonna get them killed?
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Oh, this guy's got to go. You could have sent them after backing Zora up, right?
Yes, you're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... if the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
I'll do everything I can. Hey, Zora. Let's talk.
Nice day, huh?
Okay, let's not talk.
Monarch, anyway.
Wow. Okay. So where do we go for this one? Where's the, Okay. That is way over there. And meet with Catherine. Let's go to Fallbrook. Talk to Catherine a bit. See, as tedious as that last stream was where we just tried to get the cakes for Parvati, it did help in that now we have all the fast travel points we need unlocked. Except for those ruins. I feel like those are going to suck to try to get to.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him.
Malin's House of Hospitality. Oh, this is good.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Truthfully spoken. I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of manta dog, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Alright, let's see. Sanjar said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch. Let's start with that one.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
Sounds good. Damn.
And I'll
Okay.
thank you
Lie 100. Wow. I'm the fixer for your sublight problem?
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Cut to the chase, Malin.
All right. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Remind me what Alta Vitae gas is exactly.
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew, seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
I can get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders.
I think they're mostly corpses
The lab
by now.
itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manties.
Well, that's fine.
You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
I can go hack that vent system. Our Sawbones Ellie could probably cook something up.
I shall leave the details to you.
Oh.
Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills, or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Good thing we have an engineer. Parvati will handle it.
Load vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that. No, I can do that. I think. Yes. Mostly? Definitely.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care.
Oh boy.
Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue.
Ooh.
For a fine fee, of course.
I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you can shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Boy, if I know.
Problem. Say I wanted to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
And if I wanted to kill him?
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Okay.
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
You know how there's folk who are all crusty outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
This is the team right here. Just blind sarcasm. I fucking love it. Deal with Clive. Investigate the drop-off point. Speak with the broker. Repair the printing press. Fallbrook? Yeah, this is the way to go right now. Let's go take a look at that printing press. Or no, Mr. Pickett. Let's go find Mr. Pickett. Keep wanting to say Plinkett. But that's a different thing. It's a manticore.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Where'd that manticore go? Oh, it's right there.
Roll together. Don't mess with us.
Damn. Do I want to piss this off? I feel like we could take it.
Here we go!
Here I go!
Do we get it? Hot damn. Really thought those mantiqueens would be more of a problem than they are, to be honest with you. Turn my mic up a little bit. I feel like my mic is a little quieter than I realize it is. You guys let me know if it's too loud. Oh, another mantiqueen, really?
I am a storm!
Nyoka's the best. Mr. Pickett's journal. This journal details Mr. Pickett's ill-timed trip to Stellar Bay just before the hazard clause went into effect, and his attempts to hunt a mantiqueen to bring to Edgewater. Alright. Give Mr. Pickett's journal to Sebastian. Alright. We're gonna go back to Stellar Bay for that. I guess south would be the way to go, wouldn't it? Alrighty.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the...
look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
You keep saying that to me. I found Mr. Pickett's journal.
He'll probably be wanting it back. You see any sign of him?
He's dead, eaten by a mantiquane.
That's pretty sad. He sure seemed like he knew what he was doing.
He used to tell the kids crazy stories about halcyon wildlife. Later I learned most of it was wrong, but it was the thought that counted. Then one day he just disappeared. Never heard anything about him again.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from the know what they're doing class of people.
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. Looks mighty long, though.
Maybe you and Celia can read it together on your date.
I bet she'll like that. She's real enthusiastic about all sorts of monsters.
It'd be nice for there to be some good come out of this.
In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Here's some bits for your trouble.
You're welcome. Let's talk about something else.
Huh? Like what?
Maybe some other time. Okay. You're doing pretty good. Monarch is getting cleared out pretty readily. So let's see. I think I'm going to do Clive yet, because I feel like that's a much more evil quest than I'm going for with this character. Secret Lab I'm good with, though. That's in Cascadia. So, let's see. Where's the drop-off point? Drop-off point's there. Printer is there. Actually, this would be the time to go for the printer, because I'm already out here. Let's drop a save. I'm gonna take a quick break, stretch my legs and whatnot, and when I come back, we're gonna make a run for that printer and fix it and see what we can do to help the Iconoclast. And I feel like most likely oust Graham from his rule. So we're gonna do that, and I will be right back.